Every person on this planet is fighting a war. But the greatest war you'll ever fight is not against the world. It's not against your critics. It's not against your enemies. It's not even against the circumstances of life. The greatest war you will ever fight is you against yourself. It's you against your fear. You are against your laziness. You against your excuses. You against your doubt. You against your past. You against the voice inside your head that tells you you're not enough. That battle, the one inside, will determine everything else. Because the truth is this: no enemy outside you can defeat you without permission from the inside. No critic, no setback, no storm has the power to end you unless you surrender first. That surrender begins when you lose the fight against yourself. You know what I'm talking about. That inner voice that says, stay in bed, skip the workout, don't study, don't try, don't risk, don't fight, don't grow, just wait, just rest, just quit. That voice is louder than any critic. That resistance is stronger than any obstacle. And every day you face a choice. Will you conquer yourself, or will you be conquered by yourself? Fixing your life, building your future, fulfilling your purpose. It all starts here, winning the war inside. Think about it. People say they want success. They say they want peace. They say they want greatness. But most never get it. Not because the world stopped them, but because they stopped themselves. They had the talent, but not the discipline. They had the dream, but not the fight. They had the opportunity, but not the persistence. The war was lost before it ever began, because they lost against themselves. Look back at your own life. Every time you failed to move forward, was it really because the world was too big? Or was it because fear was too loud? Was it because life was too unfair? Or was it because you gave in too soon? Be honest. The truth stings, but it also sets you free. Because once you realize the enemy is not out there, you gain the power to change everything in here. The greatest athletes, the greatest leaders, the greatest achievers, they all learned this lesson. You cannot master the world until you master yourself. You cannot conquer mountains until you conquer your mind. You cannot lead others until you lead yourself. And here's the hard truth. Your biggest obstacle is not failure. Your biggest obstacle is comfort. Your biggest obstacle is staying safe, staying small, staying the same. Comfort whispers, don't push, don't stretch, don't risk. But comfort is a liar. Comfort kills more dreams than failure ever will. Every day you are either feeding your excuses or feeding your purpose. Every choice is a vote. Every action is a declaration. Every habit is a weapon, for you or against you. That's why you must wake up daily and say, today, I fight me. Today, I silence doubt. Today, I conquer fear. Today, I discipline my flesh. Today, I win against myself. The world will test you. People will test you. Circumstances will test you. But none of that matters if you've already won inside. When you win the battle within, the world outside has no chance. So ask yourself, who's winning right now? Is it your discipline or your excuses? Is it your focus or your distractions? Is it your vision or your fear? Is it your persistence or your laziness? Be honest, because until you admit the truth, you cannot fix it. But here's the hope. You can win. You can rise. You can beat the old version of yourself. You can become unstoppable. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen in comfort. It won't happen without sacrifice. But it will happen if you fight every single day. This is the real battle. This is the war that decides everything. Not you against the world. Not you against them. Not you against circumstances. But you are against yourself. And if you win here, you win everywhere. Fear is a liar. Doubt is a thief. And together they are the two enemies inside you that have stolen more dreams, more potential, and more futures than any obstacle outside of you ever could. Fear whispers, don't try. Doubt whispers, you can't. And if you listen long enough, you won't even need enemies on the outside. You'll defeat yourself before the battle begins. Understand this. Fear and doubt are not there to destroy you. They are there to test you. They rise to see if you will fight or fold. They rise to see if you will stand or shrink. They rise to see if you are serious about the life you say you want. Fear is natural. Doubt is normal. But living under their control is a choice. And fixing yourself means learning to silence those voices before they silence your destiny. Think of the opportunities you missed, not because you weren't qualified, but because you hesitated. Please think of the risks you avoided, not because they were impossible, but because you convinced yourself you weren't ready. Please think of the dreams you buried, not because they weren't worth it, but because fear told you they'd fail. That's the cost of surrendering to your inner enemies. But here's the truth. Fear is not a wall. It's smoke. It looks solid, but the moment you walk through it, it disappears. Doubt is not a verdict. It's a question. It challenges you, but you decide the answer. Fear and doubt lose their power the moment you act despite them. Look at history. Every person who achieved something great felt fear. Every person who broke barriers wrestled with doubt. The difference was not that they never felt it, it's that they never surrendered to it. They moved anyway. Fixing yourself means training your mind to see fear as a signal, not a stop sign. Fear often rises right before a breakthrough. Doubt often grows loudest right before growth. That's not the time to quit. That's the time to push harder. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of right now? What am I doubting right now? And what would happen if I moved anyway? That's where your power lies. The greatest danger is not that fear will stop you. The greatest danger is that fear will slow you down just enough to make you miss your moment. Destiny doesn't wait. Opportunity doesn't wait. Time doesn't wait. If you hesitate long enough, life will move on without you. So every day declare, I will not let fear lead me. I will not let doubt define me. I will feel it, but I will move anyway. That's courage. That's power. That's how you fix yourself from the inside out. Fear may visit. Doubt may speak, but they do not get the final word. You do. And when you conquer them, when you rise despite them, when you choose action over hesitation, you discover the truth. Fear was smaller than it looked. Doubt was weaker than it sounded. And you are stronger than you believed. Excuses are poison. Comfort is a trap. And together they are the two invisible cages that keep more people stuck than fear, doubt, or failure ever could. Excuses sound harmless. I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't have enough time. It's not the right moment. But every excuse is a brick. And day after day, year after year, you stack those bricks until you've built a prison you locked yourself inside. Comfort feels harmless too. That warm bed, that easy routine, that safe relationship, that secure job that doesn't challenge you. But comfort is deception. Comfort convinces you you're okay while silently killing your potential. Comfort keeps you alive but never lets you live. Understand this. Your excuses are lies you tell yourself to protect your comfort. And your comfort is the enemy of your calling. The truth? Greatness has never been found inside a comfort zone. Dreams have never been achieved with excuses. Nothing powerful, nothing lasting, nothing extraordinary has ever been built by people who lived only where it was safe and easy. Look at your own life. How many times did you talk yourself out of progress with an excuse? How many times did you choose comfort instead of courage? How many times did you delay something that could have changed everything simply because it was hard? Be honest. Because until you admit that comfort has been your cage and excuses have been your chains, you'll keep living stuck. Fixing yourself means declaring war on excuses. It means calling them what they are, lies. Excuses feel like protection, but they are sabotage. Excuses make you feel safe, but they rob you blind. And the worst part? They steal quietly. You don't even notice until years pass, and you realize you've built nothing, you've changed nothing, you've become nothing more than what you already were. Comfort is worse, because comfort whispers, stay here, you've done enough, don't risk it, don't stretch, don't try again. And while you're busy staying safe, life is moving on without you. Opportunities are passing, time is running, potential is dying. Think about the eagle. When it's time for the young to fly, the mother destroys the comfort of the nest. She removes the feathers. She leaves the thorns. Why? Because as long as the nest is soft, the eagle will never spread its wings. Comfort is the enemy of flight. And if you want to soar, you must be willing to step out of the nest. Ask yourself, what excuses am I repeating? What comforts am I clinging to? What am I sacrificing for the illusion of safety? Because the life you want is always on the other side of comfort. Here's the reality. Excuses and comfort will always be there. They never disappear. They never stop knocking. But you decide whether they stay. You decide whether they control you. You decide whether you'll keep surrendering to them or rise against them. So every day, declare, I will not excuse myself out of my destiny. I will not comfort myself into mediocrity. I will step out. I will stretch. I will move. I will grow. You against yourself means fighting the urge to stay small. It means refusing to trade your future for excuses. It means refusing to sacrifice your greatness for comfort. Because in the end, it won't be failure that stops you. It won't be critics that stop you. It won't be enemies that stop you. The thing that will stop you, if you let it, is the excuse you believe and the comfort you refuse to leave. But you don't have to let it, not anymore. Discipline builds empires. Laziness destroys them. Discipline creates greatness. Laziness suffocates it. And every single day, when you open your eyes, the first battle you fight is this. Will I live disciplined, or will I live lazy? Laziness doesn't shout. It whispers. Sleep a little longer. Scroll for a few more minutes. You can do it tomorrow. And if you listen, if you obey those whispers, laziness wins. Not in one big defeat, but in small, quiet losses that add up until your potential is gone. Discipline speaks too, but its voice is harder. Get up. Do the work. Stay focused. Don't quit. And though its voice is tough, its rewards are endless. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Laziness is the ditch that swallows that bridge whole. Look at your own life. Every accomplishment you're proud of was born from discipline. Every regret you carry was born from laziness. The moments you chose the easy way, the times you gave in, the days you didn't push, those became regrets. But the mornings you got up early, the hours you practiced, the nights you stayed consistent, those became victories. Understand this, fixing yourself means becoming a master of discipline. It means training your body and mind to act, not when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Discipline is not about motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is what makes you act, even when motivation has left the room. Laziness is seductive because it offers immediate comfort. But discipline is powerful because it delivers long-term reward. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, you're voting for your future. Every time you choose laziness over discipline, you're stealing from it. Think of the athlete. Champions are not made on game day. They're made in the unseen hours of training, the daily discipline, the sweat nobody claps for. Think of the musician. Mastery isn't built on stage. It's built in hours of practice. Scales, repetition, and drills. Think of the entrepreneur. Success isn't built in the spotlight. It's built on late nights, hard decisions, and sacrifices. The glory you see is the fruit of discipline. And think of the lazy man. He wants success, but not the sacrifice. He wants the results, but not the responsibility. He wants the crown, but not the cross. Laziness convinces him he can have it easy. But easy never built anything lasting. Easy never fixed anyone. Easy never changed the world. Every morning ask yourself, will I obey discipline or laziness today? Because both are calling you. One leads to power, the other to regret. Here's the beauty. Discipline can be trained. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it grows. Start with small wins. Make your bed. Finish the task. Keep the promise you made to yourself. Every act of discipline is a brick. Stack enough bricks and you build a fortress of strength. Here's the danger. Laziness grows too. Every time you give in, it gets easier to give in again. Every skipped workout makes the next skip easier. Every excuse becomes a habit. And slowly, laziness builds its own fortress, one that traps you inside mediocrity. Fixing yourself means breaking the cycle of laziness and building the cycle of discipline. It means choosing structure over chaos. It means choosing consistency over excuses. It means choosing growth over comfort. So every day, declare, I will discipline myself. I will not obey laziness. I will not waste my life, because the truth is simple. Discipline will hurt now, but laziness will hurt forever. Choose your pain wisely. Most people don't lose because they aren't talented. They don't lose because they aren't smart. They don't lose because life is too hard. They lose because they quit too soon. They stop when it gets tough. They stop when results take longer than expected. They stop when the process hurts more than they imagined. They stop not because they couldn't win, but because they wouldn't wait. That's why fixing yourself means mastering two things: patience and persistence. Patience is the ability to wait without breaking. Persistence is the ability to keep going without stopping. Together they make you unstoppable. The truth: everything great takes time. Growth takes time. Mastery takes time. Transformation takes time. But most people are addicted to quick results. They want the trophy without the training. They want the harvest without the planting. They want the prize without the process. And when it doesn't happen fast, they quit. But nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing worth keeping comes quickly. If you want to fix yourself, you must train your spirit to endure delay without losing faith. You must train your mind to endure struggle without losing focus. You must train your body to endure pain without losing strength. Patience is not sitting around waiting for life to change. Patience is active. It's doing the work while trusting the process. It's planting seeds and believing the harvest will come in due time. It's resisting the urge to dig up the soil just because you don't see growth yet. Persistence is not glamorous. It's showing up again and again, even when you don't feel like it. It's running one more mile, doing one more rep, making one more call, writing one more page. Persistence is ordinary, but it produces the extraordinary. Think of the stonecutter. He strikes the rock 100 times with no result, but on the 101st strike, it splits. Was it the last strike that broke it? No. It was the persistence of all the strikes before. That's your life. Every effort counts, even when it looks like nothing is changing. Patience without persistence is passive waiting. Persistence without patience is frantic burnout. But patience and persistence together, that's victory. That's how you outlast the quitter inside you. The enemy you're fighting is not time. The enemy you're fighting is your own impatience. The voice that says, it's taking too long, stop now, give up, it's not working. That voice has killed more dreams than failure ever could. Ask yourself, where have I quit too soon before? Where did I walk away before the breakthrough? Where did I stop right before it got good? And this time make a decision. I will not stop. I will not quit. I will outlast the pain. I will outlast the delay. I will outlast the doubt. Fixing yourself means becoming someone who refuses to quit. Someone who refuses to let delay destroy their destiny. Someone who knows that success is not always about speed. Sometimes it's about stamina. Every day remind yourself, I am patient. I am persistent. I will wait as long as it takes. I will fight as long as it takes. I will endure as long as it takes. Because in the end, the difference between those who win and those who don't is simple. The winners kept going. The loudest voice in your life is not from the crowd. It's not from your friends. It's not from your critics. The loudest voice is the one inside your own head. And if that voice doesn't believe in you, nothing else will matter. You can have talent. You can have vision. You can have an opportunity. But if you don't have faith in yourself, you'll sabotage it all. You'll talk yourself out of chances. You'll shrink in moments where you should rise. You'll quit battles you were born to win. Faith is not just about believing in something greater. It's also about believing in the person you see in the mirror every day. Fixing yourself means learning to say, I believe in me. I trust my fight. I trust my growth. I trust my future. Because the truth is this: most people are defeated not by the enemy outside, but by the enemy inside. Not by lack of opportunity, but by lack of belief. They never step into the arena because they already told themselves they'd lose. Doubt is a thief. It steals your fight before the bell even rings. But faith is fuel. It lights a fire inside you. It gives you the strength to swing again, even when you've been knocked down. Look back at your own life. Think of the times you surprised yourself. The moments when you thought, I can't do this, but you did. The seasons you thought would break you, but you survived. That wasn't luck. That was proof. Proof that you're stronger than you thought. Proof that you can trust yourself. Proof that you can believe in the fighter within. Self-belief is not arrogance. It's not pretending you're perfect. It's not claiming you'll never fall. Self-belief is saying, I may fall, but I'll rise. I may doubt, but I'll move anyway. I may not be there yet, but I'll get there. Faith means trusting the process when you can't see the progress. Faith means believing the seeds are growing even when the soil looks empty. Faith means knowing the storm won't last forever. And self-belief means betting on yourself when no one else will. It means walking into the room even if you're the least qualified, because you know you'll outwork everyone. It means standing tall even when people laugh, because you know your vision is bigger than their opinion. Fixing yourself means feeding that inner voice of faith until it drowns out the voice of doubt. It means waking up every day and declaring, I believe in me. I believe in the fight within me. I believe in the future ahead of me. Because the truth is simple: if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. But if you do, even when no one else does, the world will eventually catch up. Faith is the fire. Self-belief is the weapon. Together they make you unstoppable. The day you win against yourself is the day you become unstoppable. Not when the world applauds you. Not when your critics fall silent. Not when circumstances get easier. The day you conquer the battles inside is the day nothing outside can break you. Think about it. You've fought fear. You've silenced doubt. You've rejected excuses. You've stepped out of comfort. You've chosen discipline over laziness. You've embraced patience and persistence. You've built faith and self-belief. And now you stand transformed. This is the new you. Not perfect, not flawless, but forged. Forged in struggle, forged in discipline, forged in the fire of choosing every day to rise when it would have been easier to fall. Becoming unstoppable doesn't mean life stops testing you. It doesn't mean pain disappears. It doesn't mean storms vanish. It means you have built the strength, the faith, the focus, the discipline, and the persistence to outlast it all. It means you fixed yourself so thoroughly on the inside that nothing outside can move you. Understand this: The ultimate enemy was never the world. It was always you against you. And the ultimate victory is not trophies, not money, not fame. It's mastery of yourself. It's waking up every day knowing, I control my mind, I control my choices, I control my future. That is freedom. That is transformation. Fixing yourself was never just about survival. It was about becoming the person you were meant to be all along. The disciplined version, the focused version, the patient version, the strong version, the faithful version, the unstoppable version. The older you get, the more excuses. The new you makes moves. The older you were, the more you lived in comfort. The new you lives in courage. The older you get, the sooner. The new you persists no matter what. The older you get, the more you doubt. The new you believes. The older you are, the more you have survived. The new you thrives. And when you live as this new you, you inspire. Your life becomes a message. Your discipline becomes someone else's blueprint. Your persistence becomes someone else's encouragement. Your courage becomes someone else's spark. Because fixing yourself was never just for you. It was for everyone watching, everyone connected to you, everyone who will come after you. Legacy is built in this moment, not when you're gone, but while you live. And the legacy you leave is not the battles you avoided, but the ones you fought and won against yourself. So now the question is simple: will you keep winning? Because the battle doesn't end here. Every morning the old you will rise again, whispering, stay in bed, quit now, don't push. But now you know better. Now you've trained yourself to fight back. Now you've proven you can win. And now every day is about choosing again. Say it with me: I am unstoppable. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am patient. I am persistent. I am faithful. I am stronger than my fear, louder than my doubt, braver than my excuses. I am unstoppable. Fix yourself, and nothing can break you. Fix yourself, and nothing can stop you. Fix yourself, and you win the greatest battle of all, you against you. And when you win there, you win everywhere. The greatest enemy was never the world. It was you. But now that you've beaten yourself, no fear, no doubt, no obstacle can ever stand in your way again.